Very good evening. Shall we begin? I mean, it's so nice to see all of you here for the webinar on robotics. And before we start, I just wanted to understand, what is it that excites you more about robotics? Very good evening, Supriya. Could we have it quick on the chat, teachers? So we can dive deep into it and understand what exactly robotics is all about. Very good evening, Hemal. What is it that excites you more about robotics and why you all want to learn robotics? Can we have it on the chat, please? Good evening, Priya. Good evening. Quickly, what is the reason for learning robotics? I want to develop my own robot. Very nice, Hemal. I'm so very proud of you. Good evening, Ghazala. Good evening, Amit. So I'm so glad that he wants to develop his own robot. What about the others? What about others? Shivranjan, very good evening. To become an expert trainer. Very good, Shajan. Very nice. Very good. So glad. I mean, you all have a vision, right? Professor Avinash, it's a new technology we must learn. Actually, I'm a professor and I want to teach our students this AI. Very true. Very true, Professor Avinash. Supriya says to upgrade ourselves. Very nice, Himal. You want to help old age people. Wow, that's a very good thought. Very nice. So happy to know that you have such amazing views of learning robotics. So let's dive deep into it and understand what robotics is all about and what all we can learn, what all we can explore. How can we prove an asset to the society? How can we prove an asset to our learners, right? Most of you are from the education background. So how can we prove an asset to them, right? So please allow me to share my screen. So happy with such amazing thoughts. You all can see my screen. Can I have a quick thumbs up? Upgrade my knowledge. Yes, Mahalakshmi, I completely understand. Very nice, very nice. Very good thoughts. Yeah, and thank you for acknowledging that you can see my screen. Perfect. So shall we begin with the webinar? Lots to explore and much awaited for, right? So this is about up educators. That's a strong ethos that we have. Shivranjan, thank you. So we are basically Google for Education partner, which you all are aware. We basically believe in the instructor-led training courses. We help our educators to become proficient and confident in how they can use technologies in classrooms. So we have a lot of courses, which I will take you through our website a little later. We have trained, there's someone on my screen. Okay, so it's like a robot on my screen right now. Somebody's playing on my screen. Okay, so we have like we've trained 10,000 plus educators. You can see their images on the screen. 3,000 plus schools and colleges. These are the schools like JBCN, D.Y. Patil, Vibgyor, GD Goenka. The trained teachers are from around 25 countries. Okay, these are some of the schools. 600 plus educators have become Google and Microsoft certified educators. These are some of the few images. Okay, so now let's come to robotics, right? Have you ever wondered this incredible machine, right? Now everybody knows everything is being replaced by robot, right? So this incredible machine, and it performs a task like a human. In fact, I can say even better, right? So what is it? So that we all know, right? Yes, they're robots. So what is robot? What do we understand by robot? So robot is a special machine. It's a machine basically that can do a certain job, whatever task that we assign, and it has been programmed for, and it does not require a human intervention. Correct? It can work quickly and it can work accurately. That is what robot is. Correct, teachers? Can't hear the audio. Am I not audible, teachers?
You are audible, ma'am.
Audible, na? Ghazala, could you please check from your end? Thank you, Dara, for acknowledging.
Audible.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Ghazala, could you check from your end, please? So this is about robot. She is a humanoid robot, Sophia. Okay? And she's got a citizenship of Dubai as a first humanoid robot. So let's see how beautifully she speaks, teachers. There's someone on my screen, you know, if you could just. She is being welcomed with an aarti. See the way she's been welcomed. And just see the way she's going to acknowledge her so beautifully. See the way she's nodding. She's acknowledging. So beautiful. See? So amazing. Right? Then she's addressing the students. See the way the aarti, and she's smiling. See the way she's smiling. She's addressing the students that I'm Sophia. I've been designed to address you for appearing for the exams.
People wherever I go and learning about their lives. I am the first robot to become an innovation champion.
Beautiful, right? She's saying I'm the first robot, and I've been designed in such a way that I'm addressing you for your exams. Correct? Now we understood what is robot. Correct? It's an intelligent machine that's going to perform tasks for us. So then what is robotics? Right? So robotic is nothing but we have to design this machine. Right? We have to build this intelligent machine that it can sense the surrounding. It can make decisions. And then it carries out a specific task. So these three words I was trying to specify, emphasize more. Sense the surrounding, make decisions, and carry out a specific task. Okay, let's dive more into it. In the recent years, robotics have made a significant advancement. That's the reason we are all here, right? It's picked up coding, AI, like Professor was saying that, you know, Professor Ravinash, he's a professor and he just said that he wants to learn because, I mean, he wants to introduce this. So that's what is the mindset right now. Because we know that robotic is gaining loads of importance. And there are so many now self-driving vehicles. Like, for example, I'll show you this video of Tesla, which comes in a minute. Before that, I just want to ask you this question. Is every machine a robot? Is this automatic dryer a robot? Come on, quick. Let's have it on the chat. Is it a robot? Himal says yes. Supriya says no. Akshita says yes. No, yes, no. Okay. So I've got a mixed response. Let me get to the next one. Is ChatGPT a robot? No, yes. Again, I'm getting a big AI. Okay, no. Again, it's a mixed response. So let's understand this a little bit more. Is a washing machine a robot? Is it no? Is it? Come on, let's understand them. For a robot, very good. Okay, so for a washing machine, it's coming as no. So now let's understand. Teachers, for a robot, yes, Meenakshi, you're right. For a robot, it is imperative. The reason I was emphasizing that is it has to think, it has to sense, and it has to act. Correct? Now, ChatGPT, it can only perform one task. The thermometer can sense. The grass cutter can act. Correct? But what does the washing machine do? What does a washing machine do? Yes, it washes your clothes. So what is it doing? It senses the program. Okay, it thinks. Yeah, very good. It thinks. Okay, how does it act? How the drum is going to move? How the water is going to be there? How am I going to tumble, rinse, everything? That's act. Correct. So these three things are very important, teachers. That is your think. Yes, it rotates. Think, sense, and act. So now tell me, is this a robot? Can it think? Can it sense? Can it act? All the three qualities are there? No. Very true. Now you understood what's a robot, teachers? Is ChatGPT a robot? Now it's coming. No, very good. Is washing machine a robot? Is washing machine a robot? Okay. But washing machine can perform all the three things. Correct? Perfect. Now let's explore some other examples of robots. Like I was talking to you about the self-driving vehicles, some joystick-controlled robots. How do these work? Now this joystick-controlled robot is a joystick. Yeah, that's based on the program inside. That's a joystick. You must have seen kids playing on the remote control all the time. And I always see my kids on the PS5, just playing. And I keep wondering, what do they do? With that small little black knob on the top, they keep changing the direction of the player and something happens. Correct? But that is nothing but a joystick. So now you understood what is the function of a joystick. The function of the joystick is you can control the motion. And then if you happen to enroll for this course, you will be learning how to make this project. Okay, I'll just play this for you all. It's been controlled with the help of a joystick. You can see that black thing on the top. So we are basically controlling this vehicle with a joystick. Perfect, teachers. So this is one of the part of our course module. Okay? Now let's move. Automatic car. This is a Tesla car, basically. It performs all the three things. It started. Okay, it thinks. It thinks in a sense, what is the route that I need to take? Correct? It senses the road conditions. Is the road clear? Is there a traffic jam? Act. That is, you're changing the gear. Okay? All those things. Those are the act. So this is your self-driving vehicle. Imagine, where are we teachers now? Right? Now you don't even have to do anything. Just sit in an automatic car and it's driving for yourself. So this is one of the examples how we are progressing. The technology is having a big shift, right? And now why more and more parents or schools want to teach STEM robotic to students? Because the STEM education is now becoming very important. And when we learn robotics, teachers, we are breaking the conventional method of teaching. Children are bored. When I was interacting with the students, they said, ma'am, we are just tired of the PowerPoint presentation, the entire pandemic. And teachers used to feel, they can enhance their teaching, the visual, catering to the multiple intelligence. They used to have visual learning, but now kids are bored, right? The kids want more and more application-based. They want to do the projects hands-on. That is how they retain it. So if I have to teach a topic of heart, I'm teaching science, right? If I bring in a stethoscope, I involve technology. If I'm talking to them about the valve replacement, I get the engineering. If they are trying to read the beats, then it is the math. So this integration is very important, teachers. So in robotics, we integrate all this. Why is the robot following that path? Why did it change the direction? So every project that we do has a connection with STEM, right? But what is the main pillar behind it? What's the main pillar? Coding, correct? Coding is the main pillar behind STEM or robotics, whatever we're learning, right? So that's about the STEM education. It's providing a competitive edge. You all will agree to this. The schools feel that if I'm offering robotics, it provides me a competitive edge. The parents feel that if my child learns robotics, he has a competitive edge. Now today we all feel that we need to be at par. So we need to know robotics, correct? So it provides a competitive edge, teachers. 21st century skills. Very, very important. Critical thinking, problem solving. All these are your 21st century skills. You must be wondering why in this slide it is written in this unpredictable world. It is not subject competency. It's very true. Like I always give these examples during my webinar. Like one of my friend's dad, he started his career as a banker, as a cashier in a bank. 33 years he worked, teachers. 33 years. And after 33 years, he retired as a head cashier. So what happens? You just focused on your subject competency. And now it's become so unpredictable. AI, robotics, coding, scratch, so many things. In robotic also, there is so many variations. Correct? That's how it's becoming unpredictable. And we need to be at par. So 21st century skills become imperative for us. We need to have critical thinking, problem solving skills. And how does it help you? How does it help? Now I'm from a chemistry background. Now, if I say, no, I'm just going to move in the chemistry background, I will do my PhD in chemistry, I will take up a job in some industry, or I'll get into some firm where they do energy sector research. That's not going to help. The field can get saturated. If I feel there is no scope, if I feel there can be a lot of scope. So if I have these technologies with me, I can navigate like the way I did, right? So it helps you to navigate. So even if you have to change, you can switch, right? So 21st century skills helps in what? Problem solving, critical thinking. Because when we are dealing with robotics or when we are dealing with scratch, when you do coding, you're going to encounter challenges. It's not a smooth sail, right? And you should never even have a smooth sail because you'll never be able to learn. The moment we encounter challenges, you will put your thinking cap on. Correct? You want to troubleshoot that problem. So for me to troubleshoot that problem, I'm going to try and break it down into smaller steps. Then I will find the solution for each and every step. And then I will come to the conclusion. Right? So that's your problem solving and critical thinking. And this, teachers, eventually becomes your pattern in life. Even in your real life, you will face challenges. You will exactly know how I need to break it down, how I need to find a solution for every step, and you will come to the conclusion. Correct? That's your 21st century skills. Critical thinking, problem solving. Creativity. Teachers, you have immense creativity. And students, they are, at least, I don't know how many levels above us. I'm sure you all will endorse this. And we as teachers are the keys. We are the key to unlock that creativity. So your creativity, the learner's creativity, that is definitely going to lead to some innovation. Correct? Like the way it was said, that I want to help old people. That's the reason I want to learn robotics. Such a great thought. That's an innovation, right? Thinking of something to innovate that I can help the old age people. So that's what coding is all about, teachers. You can have your creativity, your innovation. You will create one project. You will think, how do I create another one? What if I would have done this? Yeah, Himal. What if I would have done this? What if I would have done this? It's enhancing, right? So that's about the creativity and innovation, teachers. Now, robotic is becoming a mainstream. Even now, the National Education Policy have realized old school of thought, not going to work. Things are changing. The education system is changing. The children are absolutely have a different mindset. So they realized after 33 years, maybe change hona hai. So they started introducing coding right from grade 6 onwards. In fact, good evening, Rajesh Kumari. You're a PRT educator. Very nice. Pleasure meeting you. So it's changing, right? And in fact, I will tell you, and there are many schools, even the batches that has passed out from us, they have, in their schools, it has been started from grade 1 upwards. It's not just grade 6. It's from grade 1 upwards. So this is becoming a mainstream, teachers. So why educators are learning coding? Like I just asked you all, why you all want to learn robotics and why are they learning coding? Because 99% of the educators, we didn't learn coding when we were in school, right? But now kids are learning coding and robotics from grade 6 onwards. And in fact, in some schools from grade 1 upwards. Correct? We never learned. I still remember. Good evening, Rukmani. So nice. You're an HOD of PGT. Very nice. So I still recall. I passed out my graduation and after that I had gone to learn, COBOL. And I know how it was. I will just share that when I come to the coding part. So now old school of thought is not going to work, teachers. We have to change, break that conventional old school of teaching. We have to be very innovative. The teaching methodology has to be very different. It has to be more hands-on. It has to be more experiential learning, right? Real world application. Don't you feel that nowadays, whenever we are teaching students, everything is application based? How are they going to apply it to the real life? So it's all application based now. Gone are the days, children imagine there is a tree, there is a bird. Those days are gone. That is abstract teaching. That is visualization. It's called abstract teaching. No, we can't do that. Now the child will say, why? Why is this like that? Why is this? Why? That big why. Now, the real world application, the children were given an assignment on the nutrition tracker. Okay, so they created the Scratch project. And teachers, if they have done it, they're going to follow it to the T. Right? So what? Their exercise regime. What is wean the junk food off? Can't eat junk food. I have to have healthy food. Because they created their own program on nutrition tracker. That's a real world application. The PE teacher gave them an assignment to make a nutrition tracker, okay, and which the children did. So they had to follow. So eventually what happened? They got weaned from the junk food. They got into the regime of good health, exercise, because they created it, right? So that's your real world application. Engagement, motivation, must. Put them into a project. You see how much they enjoy? So they don't like to learn in isolation. They love being in group and they explore so much, teachers, right? So you see here, there are mentors in this picture. If you can see, there are mentors. There are so many robotic competitions that's happening. There's one of our trainer. She's going to go abroad with this robotic competition. So there's so many organizations now, right? Cross-curricular integration, very important. You have to integrate it. Like, as I mentioned it earlier too, all the problem solving, your creativity, there has to be a holistic understanding. It can't just be confined to one subject. If I am teaching bio, I have to ensure how am I going to integrate the other subjects, right? This is very important. ChatGPT. I mean, all of you had answered me on ChatGPT. That means you're all aware of ChatGPT. What's happening, teachers? Tell me. First, we used to tell teachers, come on, draft a circular, question paper. Now everything gone on ChatGPT, you get everything. Where are we thinking? Where are we thinking? Children, everything. They'll play soccer on the fingertips. So where are we thinking, teachers? Right. So when you do coding, you do a lot of thinking. When you are working on robots, you do a lot of thinking. Correct? So what happens is that helps in your brain optimization. It improves your neural pathways. And I'm really telling you, it's amazing. When you do this coding and robotic, it's so much fun. You don't even realize. You're connecting the wires. Oh, is it gone on the right one, the positive, the negative terminal? You start enjoying so much. When you do coding and such funny things happen, you want to place the Santa Claus here, the Santa Claus goes here. So much you enjoy. So isn't that bringing so much of happiness? It's bringing so much of creativity, so much of brain optimization taking place. Right, teachers? Loads of opportunities for teachers to get a job once they learn. Atal Tinkering Lab. This is an opportunity by government, okay? By government of India. They are setting up labs, teachers. And teachers have got great scope because this Atal Tinkering Lab, they're giving roles to teachers to be the coordinators, to be the center head. Oh, very nice. Rajesh Kumari says that we are having in our school. See, brilliant. Correct? So this is how teachers, and there's loads of job opportunities, state-of-art infrastructure. So that's what loads of opportunities are opening up to navigate. Correct? You can't be, aligned to the same old method of moving ahead in life, right? This is how the Atal Tinkering Labs are set up in schools, teachers. So what are the job opportunities you as teachers will have? First is your own school, correct? You can upgrade it because you have an additional, your credentials. It becomes a part of your credentials. So you upgrade yourselves. Atal Tinkering Lab, you can get a job there. EdTech companies are hiring teachers. There are so many teachers who have passed out from us, have got such good jobs, right? It could be Vedantu, it could be Byju's, it could be so many more companies. You can start your own tuition classes, right? What is Professor Avinash saying? We have I'm not a science background, I have zero knowledge 1 year ago, but I know about programming language. Before then, I charged this lab and I'm creating drone. Wow, very nice. I'm so glad, Professor Avinash, you're creating a drone. See, this is how it is. So you don't need to be from a technical background. To learn robotics, you don't need to be from a technical background. To learn coding, you don't need to be from a technical background. Everybody can learn coding. He said, see, Professor Avinash is saying, I'm not from a science background. And today he's creating a drone with his learners. Right, teachers? So that's important. So don't think this is not for me. I'm not from a technical background. How am I going to learn? No. Break this barrier. Come out and learn and understand how important it is and how it can help you. So many, you're giving tuitions to learners. Set up a small center at home. Just put one nice table, get 1 or 2 kids, assemble the kids, start teaching them coding. You can teach it online. And the students who are coming for you for tuitions, you can start teaching them coding. And you don't need anything. You just need a computer, right? So imagine the job opportunities that you are having, the way you can earn money now. That's really going to help if you basically become a robotic instructors as well as coding. So let's understand what's the basic of robots. So teachers wonder, oh, bapre, now scary dikhta hai, wires. No, that's not my baby. I can't do it. No, that's not the case, teachers. It's very simple. These are the components of robots. Simple. Just connect it with your own body. My own body. Chemist bio lab, when you enter, you see that thing in the cabin, in a shelf. What is that? What is that? जो देख के ही सब डरते हैं पहले. क्या है वो? Skeleton, है ना? Very good. Right. So you have to understand first, I'm a skeleton. So वो आपका robot का हो गया chassis. Correct. Skeleton. अब मैंने मेरे arms लगा दिए, सर लगा दिया, पैर लगा दिया. Correct. Now I'm fixing the body parts. Similarly, in robot, when you're creating it, you'll start fixing the body parts. Right? Like my senses. If I have a hot cup of tea kept in front of me, I sense that it is hot. And then it sends a message to my brain. Look, it's hot. And then the brain immediately gives a response, move your hand back. Correct? Same as with robot. Sensors, the water is hot. Sensors. Okay? It's told the brain, the water is hot. Brain kya hai yahan par? Ye dikh raha hai na, blue wala? This is a chassis, teachers. Ye aapka skeleton, biolab. Now we'll fix the parts. These are the sensors. So sensor ne kya kaha? Brain ko kaha. So what is the brain in robot? The Arduino Uno. Very true, Shrivanti. Arduino Uno. And Arduino Uno actuator ko bolega, हाथ हटाओ. Muscle. ठीक है? That's how is the body parts of the brain of the robot. So simple to understand, right? So these are the sensors. We don't generally use, we use as we customize it as per the need of our cause. ठीक है? See this? What is this robot doing? उसके fingers पे देख रहे हैं ना red light? That's nothing but the sensor. It is sensing and it's playing. Cube खेल रहा है. Brain optimization. For brain optimization, you must even do this. ठीक है ना? So these are the sensors, teachers. It's sensing it and it's playing. Beautiful, right? Very, very important. Now see this. Can you see that yellow color on the floor? A yellow strip. We can see that yellow strip on the floor. Yes. Now there is one robot. There are two robots here. Okay. I'll just unmute here. Thank you. There are two robots here. एक robot है जो नीचे चल रहा है and एक robot है which is on the top. ठीक है? अब जो ये नीचे चल रहा है, it is called as a line following robot. That means it is just going to follow that line, that yellow color strip. वो सिर्फ उस line को ही follow करेगा and we will be creating this in our course. And जो ऊपर वाला robot है, it just picks places. So this is how it's been used in warehouse. Robots are being used in warehouse. Right? So you see that one which is there on the, which is following that line, that is called as a line following robot. And this we will be learning how to create in our course. So these are sensors. Actuator is like our muscle. Correct? Sense kiya? Yadara, you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. The thing is that you said that the machine, that the previous picture that you shown.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said that it's a robot. Now, the previous definition that you have given, that robot can think and robot can like think
Sense
and then
act. Yes, it can.
sense and act. So in this, basically, maybe when the load is going to come on the machine, then it's going to move. Till the time it's going to take. So can we call it as AI machine or we call it as a robot?
We call it as a robot because it's been programmed. See, there is also a combination of AI and robot. Okay. Yeah. So that we are not covering right now. We are just covering robots and we are explaining robots because we don't want to confuse everybody, right now on AI part. So what is it doing?
Okay.
What is it doing?
Understood.
One is a mobile robot and the other one is an autonomous robot. Okay.
Correct.
The one is moving and the other one is performing the task on its own. So basically we are talking only on the sensors here. Right. So it is making use of the sensors. It is sensing that, yes, now the parcel is here. It picks it up and it places it at the back. Okay. So we are completely working on the robots, moving on those three things. That is think, sense, and act.
Okay.
Yeah?
Understood.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So actuator is like a muscle. ठीक है ना? So this is how you see the chassis. Chassis is the skeleton. Skeleton के ऊपर अभी हम सारी चीजें लगा रहे ना. Tirumalai, I'll just come to you. I'll take your question post class if that's fine there. Yeah. So this is an actuator. ये जो actuator नीचे लगा रहे हैं ना, जो ऐसे motion देगा. It's giving a motion, right? Shravanti, I'm sure you're from a robotic background. You know quite a bit. DC motor. Yeah, I'm not going to confuse them. So let me just keep it as actuator. ठीक है ना? So it's like a muscle of our body. Oh, from past 5 years. I'm so glad you're being a part of our webinar. Really, I'm glad to know that. ठीक है? This is a battery. जैसे हम कहते हैं ना, अगर गाड़ी की बैटरी खत्म तो गाड़ी तो चलेगी नहीं ना, गाड़ी नहीं चलेगी. So what do we do, teachers? बैटरी चाहिए ना चलाने के लिए, एनर्जी चाहिए ना चलाने के लिए. Correct? So these are some of the parts of our robots, which is very simple. This is our Arduino Uno. That's the brain. इसी के ऊपर हमारा program load होता है. Okay, we load our program on Arduino Uno. So we call the Arduino Uno as a brain of robot. ठीक है? Like these are some of the pins of Arduino Uno. They're called as the digital pins. You can see on the top, the red thing, that's a digital pin. It's just like turning the fan on and off. ठीक है ना? The analog pins, what do? It's like increasing the speed of the fan. ठीक है? Then you have some power pins and you have a reset button. We dive deep into it during the course. and we understand more about these pins in details and how these pins are used when we have, how the connections are done depending upon the projects that we are creating. Perfect. This is an edge following robot. Like I was saying, you saw there is a chassis that's a skeleton. But uske upar dekho, Arduino Uno has been placed. The actuator has been fixed at the bottom. There is a wheel. There is a sensor. Okay? This is how we place it. And these wires which are appearing very, we get a little scared when we see these wires. It is nothing. It is just connecting it to the digital pins and to your power and ground pins. That's it. Nothing more about it. So this is an edge following robot. Gautam, is Arduino means the motherboard. It's a board. Arduino is a name of a company. It is a microcontroller. Okay, there are many types of microcontrollers, Gautam. There are many types of microcontrollers in market. We generally make use of Arduino because it is simpler to understand, easy to use, and cost effective. So what has happened is everybody has started calling it as Arduino Uno. But it's a board. It's a microcontroller. It's a board. Okay. All right, Gautam. So now I'll just show you this video. Now see, the moment it will come to the edge, it will change its direction. Stop. Perfect. And we will be learning this during our course. So we will be making this edge following robot, teachers. Interesting, right? Most welcome, Gautam. Light following robot. We just did this project today only. So it's so beautiful. It is just going to follow the light. See. Wherever it sees the shadow, it will turn. So this is also a part of our course. So teachers, same way toy cars were coming before for children. I know. So it's good not to live those old days back. Completely, I understand what you're saying, Rajesh Kumari. Right? So now this is it follows the hand gesture. So we would be creating all this, teachers, in our course. Interesting? Interesting. So you imagine if children have to make this, how much are they going to enjoy? We enjoy so much in class. So you can imagine how much they're going to enjoy. Absolutely, Ravish. Right? So teachers, on what basis this robot performs? Now Dara was asking me a question. Henna, so on what basis do they perform? Coding. Right? Coding. So how coding becomes important? Are you getting? अब ये जो हमें दिख रहा है ना coding, I'm so happy, Shravanti, very good, correct? So coding is becoming the core, basically, the main pillar behind this. Now what you're looking at the screen, teachers. A moment, sorry. Yes, the way it has been said, this is basically the programming which is going to be done is on Arduino. And we don't have to work on the program part. Okay, we are not going to work on how we are going to write the script and how we are going to write the programs. Because we are not getting into that. But the projects that we do requires a bit of a tweak. We need to tweak it. So that is how we need to customize the program. So we customize the program on Arduino IDE. All that will be taught in the class. How do we create it? How do we download it? How we have to upload the code, just the way we used to do in PictoBlocks. We have to upload the code. And if I have added some more LED, I will just tweak it a bit. Got my point, teachers? C++ seekhna nahi hai abhi hame. I still remember, I used to learn COBOL, when I was I just passed out my graduation and waiting for me to get enrolled for my post-graduation course. And I still remember, one semicolon missed. The program is to not run. And your eyes could not figure out also कि एक semicolon miss हो गया है. है ना? तो अभी तो वैसे भी नहीं है. अभी तो everything is becoming so colorful. Your scratch is so colorful. Correct? Everything is moving now to more of vibrant colors. Right? So 50% of the software is your coding and your 50% is hardware in robotics. Correct? So is it difficult to learn robotics? I'm sure now you all have to say no to me. Right? So we get, very good. So it's not difficult at all. हम ये सब है ना कोडिंग वोडिंग देख के थोड़ा सा डर जाते हैं ना, but it's not that. It's just like the way you can drive one vehicle, you can drive the others. I can't say, na, I learned on Creta, oh, I can't drive an XUV. I can drive all the vehicles, right? So once you learn, you can learn all the other platforms very easily. It's just like a Pareto principle. 20% of the input, 80% of the output, correct? Fun facts. 80% of the students who are learning coding and robotics are now from the age of 8 to 12. So if students can learn robotics, why can't we teachers? We also can learn. So it's just a mindset. So if you change the mindset, it becomes very easy for us to learn robotics. Okay? So it's not tough at all. Up educators, we believe that there has to be a step-by-step process of learning robotics. Okay? So first we would be learning is Scratch. Okay? Yes, Rajesh. First we will be learning Scratch. See how we are moving, because Scratch is pure coding. You're creating, I will be sharing some of the programs with you now. Then you will learn PictoBlocks. PictoBlocks, Dara, artificial intelligence. Okay? Arduino Uno, coding, that is robotics. And then you will learn IoT. That's whole step of yours. So we believe from easy to tough, a progression, a vertical progression. Okay? So we learn Scratch, then we move to PictoBlocks, then we move to robotics, and then we move to IoT. Okay? Look now, the difference. The right-hand side, which you see those colorful blocks, that's what you're going to learn first. And that is your block-based coding. That's Scratch. Now you must have seen in your schools also, all vibrant colors, all vibrant benches, vibrant curtains. Why? Why everything is so vibrant? Everything is so vibrant because it enhances your learning to comprehend your energy levels. Right? Now the benches, we used to have the same standard color when we were in school, one same white color paint, right? So it enhances. So now even coding has become so colorful. So, and these are just block-based coding, drag, drop, drag, drop, drag, drop. That's it. Right, teachers? And you look at the left one that I said in my COBOL, one semicolon, the whole program is to go for a toss, right? So things are changing. So this is what is called as a block-based coding. So we start with the block-based coding. Even in robotics, we first work on the block-based coding on the simulator, and then we move to the Arduino IDE, okay? So this is how is your outline of the block-based coding, okay? I'll just take you through certain projects that we have been doing. Artificial intelligence, we all know, correct? What is it? AI, Siri, your Alexa, everything is based on artificial intelligence. And what all do we learn in artificial intelligence is you will be using PictoBlocks. For example, if I have my certain emotions, I express happiness, I express sadness, I express surprise, it catches my emotions and it is going to tell me. If I make a happy face, it will say happy. If I make a sad face, it will say sad. If I make a surprise face, surprise. And I have not given any, I have just given a general command. A general command, but it can read my emotions. Correct? The camera turns on and it sees, and it will say, it recognizes your speech. You have home automation projects. You can just say, turn on the lights, turn off the fan, you know, so it does all that. So this is what comes as a part of our artificial intelligence course, that is PictoBlocks. I'll be sharing one project with you that is of celebrity recognition. Okay. So let me first share those projects, then I'll come to the outline of robotics. I'll just share my screen, teachers. Just give me a minute. Just a minute. Sorry for that. Yeah. This is how we'll be learning. Yeah. PictoBlocks. I'll just upload one file here because I can't upload and keep it. It doesn't allow. So you have to every time load it from the computer. Okay. I'll put it on full screen. Now look at the code. This is a block-based code. What I have to do? Move, drop, drag, drop. That's all I have to do, teachers. That's all. I'll increase the font size. In this code, I have just mentioned celebrity. If you can see, recognize celebrity count. How many celebrities are there in the image? Then which celebrity it is, give me the name, celebrity name. And I have put it into a repeat loop. Keep repeating till you can see the images of the celebrities. This is the command I have given. I haven't mentioned whether it is Ranveer or it is Deepika. So I'll just run this program. See what it is doing. That Toby is analyzing image. He says there are two celebrities. Ranveer Singh, Deepika Padukone. I didn't give the names. It searches from the web. Now again, it is analyzing the image and it's giving me the names that there are two celebrities. He says it's Saif Ali Khan and it is Kareena Kapoor. So now these are the celebrities which we have added there. You can add multiple. See, again, it is analyzing the image. So it will go on reading the number of celebrity images that you have provided in your program. And it is giving the names. So isn't this amazing? This is artificial intelligence. Right? And it comes back because I have given only 3 images. This is PictoBlocks. This is what you will be learning, teachers, in artificial intelligence. Okay? And like the emotions, your speech recognition. Okay? So all that becomes a part of your PictoBlocks projects. We will be starting with Scratch. So when you see the Scratch, these are the projects that we will be covering. I'll just share the sound. 1 second. Perfect. Okay. Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Wizard. I have been first to become a frog. Can you please turn
These are the projects, the animation, the voice, the speech bubble. Now see how the wand moves to the wizard, how it has turned. It went to the frog.
Mr. Wizard.
The prince appears.
Back to Prince.
Right? This is my voice. This is how you can add your voice. So we learn how to customize it, how to give it a personal touch. Correct? So all that we learn, this is a kind of an animation. This is another project, a shiny little fish.
Shiny the fish.
You can see the voice. This can be your voice.
Was a happy little fish.
You can create such kind of stories for your students.
Family between 2 rocks in the deep sea.
You see, this is the motion, the movement that's been given. That's the animation.
With her family.
The bubbles.
And play
That's an animation.
with her friends. One day,
Now,
while she
see
was
how the starfish
away
has
home,
appeared.
She saw
Now they're holding a
sea
conversation.
star moving on the floor.
So she's asking,
She tried to move like the sea star, but she could not.
so she's asking now, how do you move like that? You can put a speech
She
bubble,
asked the sea star,
correct?
I have many tiny feet under my arms.
Got my point,
that
teachers?
help me.
So all these kind of like projects we will be creating. And there are many more, like, thanks, Dara. There are many more. Like, for example, you can create a Christmas card. You can create a chatbot. So many interesting things. A maze game. So all this is a part of our course, which we will be covering in Scratch. Okay. How are we going to learn robotics? You must be wondering, ये wires कहाँ से आ रही है, क्या आ रहा है, कुछ नहीं, there's nothing to worry. We just first initially start with Tinkercad. So this Tinkercad is an online platform where we can do a lot of projects. And this gives us a basic understanding of how to connect the wires. This is a project which we have done for LED. Okay, we've just done with a batch round. There are 2 LEDs here, teachers. I will just start the simulation. You can see one LED blinks, the other one, the one, it's going alternate because the command has been provided in such a way. So this is how the teachers learn in robotics. So first we just have to drag and drop the components here. You can just get an Arduino, like for example, I just have to drag it. The brain, don't forget teachers. Arduino, no, the brain, microcontroller. I need a breadboard. I'll just drag the breadboard. I have to make the connection. So I have these wires here. The colors of the wires indicates how I can use. For negative, I will use the black color. For positive, I will use a red color. That's for my understanding. Then if I'm making some other connections, I will use the different colors because that helps me to distinguish so that it doesn't create a confusion. So this is how initially the robotics, we will be, now this LED project that you saw, initially we do it on Tinkercad. The same projects, the teacher then does it hands-on. All right. So the first few classes is to get a hang on how do we use Tinkercad. Now it will become very simple for you. Okay, from ground, I took the wire, I connected it to the negative terminal. Simple, right? So the moment I have an Arduino and a breadboard in my hand, my wires go very simple. So this is how we go. We first make your concept very clear, and then we move to the doing it hands-on. Perfect, teachers? So you understood how we move in a course? We also provide a lot of LMS support platforms, where after every project, you have an MCQs so that we understand you understood about the components, you understood about the LED. So there is an MCQ. So that gives an understanding for us how much you have understood. Step-by-step connection guide for every project is provided in LMS. Every step, so that you know this wire is connected, now this is connected, now this is connected. You also get a pre-classroom resources. So you can refer to that before you come to the class. So that's a kind of a hand-holding that we are doing in our courses. Okay? So I will just tell you something about our UP educators. If you will see, teachers, we have got 4.9 Google reviews, the rating, and around 1,000 Google review. If you look at our website, we have got so many teachers, expert voices in education. There's so many expert voices who have come and spoken on our platform. We conduct a lot of master classes. We have got video reviews of teachers, of people, of leaderships and people of high profiles and teachers. Correct? So that's, you must visit. I'll just put Supriya on mute. Yeah. So that's about our, you must visit and understand so many courses are offered by us. Google certified educators, Microsoft, STEM robotics, digital marketing, coding and AI, Google certified professional certificate in innovation teaching. So you must visit our website, teachers. Okay. So now I come back to the PPT. So I hope you've been clear. Course outline, please. Yes, Shri Devi, I'm just coming to that. Now, this is your outline of the robotic module. First, we will be understanding Arduino and what are the basics of the microcontroller. The brain, don't forget now, okay? What are the basic electronic components? As I said, I sense it, it went to the brain told the actuator. ये तीन तो याद रखना ही रखना ना, यही main है. उसके बाकी तो सिर्फ chassis and battery है ना? And then you have lots of sensors and you have lots of actuators. That's okay. That's during the course. Then understanding the use of various sensors. There are different sensors. If you're using an obstacle, light following, line following. So there are different types of sensors. Well, you had seen that robot with different sensors, which we had marked. Just like that. What is Arduino Uno? We will be doing projects on LED blinking, tone melody, that's the buzzer. So in the case of security, right? How does the buzzer rings? So how does it sets an alarm? What is IoT? You said Scratch, Pictoblocks, Robotics, and IoT. Yes, I will. Dara, I will. Okay, I'll be covering that. So smart lamp. Then we will be doing fire alarm, light following robot, human following robot, edge avoidance robot. You saw that video? Joystick control. You saw that video? Bluetooth control car, voice control robot, the gesture one also you saw, the gesture control. And apart from this, there will be a lot of projects, like I said, line following robot, correct? Those kind of projects would be given as an additional support for you to do in the course, all right? We also have during our entire course, there is a technical person with us who's always supporting. So it is two of us who are teaching. So there's one who keeps showing the connection and also addresses the concern. We also provide teachers with the support as a separate doubt solving classes. We also provide them support post class if required. Okay, so that's the outline of the robotic module. Tirumala Kumar, link for? Okay, I'll just come to you. I'll just complete this. I'll come to you. IoT, like Dara was asking me right now. Internet of Things. Okay, it refers to all the network of physical devices. You can create a network of all the physical devices, the vehicles, the appliances. You control no? Your lights and everything. Yeah, Internet of Things, right. So these devices are embedded with sensors, with software and technologies. Correct? So that, I'll just put you on mute for a while. Yeah. So what are we learning in IoT module outline? We'll be learning about its application. We'll be learning about Node MCU. We'll be learning about the Wi-Fi modules. We'll be learning the basic of programming. Yes. Yes, Rukmani, right. How to connect the sensors and actuators. We'll be building the home automation project, gas detector using IoT syllabus. This is going to be our IoT syllabus. All right, teachers, that's about IoT. So how do you learn robotic online? I've already told you that's through our Tinkercad. That's a simulation that we will be initially learning. So this is how we do. And see, this is how the block-based coding appears on the Tinkercad, right? Also, later, you are learning this on Arduino. So what happens about the Lego, Microbit, and Blix? Correct? Like the way we said, no? If you learn one car, you can do the others. So once you learn robotic, it becomes very easy for you to do it on a Microbit or do it on a Lego or to do it on Blix. Okay? This is going to be a live online training. It's a 2 months live instructor-led training. You have loads, you get an LMS access that is called as a learning management system, where everything has been uploaded. The basic of electronics, the introduction, the PPT that we share at the start. You have the basics, know your components, how to download, how to create an account in Tinkercad, how to download Arduino IDE, how the assignments, warm-up assignments, the practical projects, the codes will be provided to you. So everything is going to be a part of your LMS program. Every recording of the class will be shared. The next day, it is going to be uploaded on your personal ID of LMS. You can go through the recording in case if you have happened to miss the class. Okay, we believe in the limited batch. Arduino Uno and the IoT kits will be provided by us. Okay, the ones who enroll, we send the IoT kits and the robotic kits to them. Our classes are generally 3 days in a week. It's for 1.5 hours and it's generally in the evening. That's from 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay. The cost fee of STEM robotic is 13,900. 6,000 is for your Arduino and IoT kit, but That now we are giving it, that's included in this 13,900. We are not charging you separate for the kit, but this is a limited time period. Okay, so this entire course, that is your Scratch, your PictoBlocks, your robotics, and your IoT is just for 3,600, 13,900, and 6,000 is a part of your kit, which is inclusive. Okay, this is what is the component, teachers, of your Arduino kit. This is what you will be receiving it. Okay, once you complete all the assignments, you will have a certificate like this, which will be generated. So you have to complete everything that's there in your LMS. After you complete everything, this is how the certificate gets generated for you. Otherwise, it will not get generated. We have got 4.9 review, as I've already said. Okay. If you have any queries, you can get in touch with Manjari and Priyanka, and you can visit our website at www.upeducators.com. All right. You can visit our website. So any questions? Yeah, Manjari and Priyanka, the number is there. Yeah, Dara?
Yeah, hi, ma'am. Actually, I wanted to ask regarding the IoT. You said what gas sensor program or something. So
Yeah.
can you just elaborate a little bit about it? Because as you already mentioned about the other programs. So if possible, can you just tell me a little bit about it, exactly what we are going to learn in that?
See, you'll be creating a lot of modules, like the way I just mentioned here.
See, when you are saying IoT, Internet of Things is having a network connections and all other stuff.
So we'll be creating all the projects based on that, how you can control them. Correct? So this is what I mentioned here.
Control the, basically, if my connection is not connected to the Wi-Fi or something, maybe the system which I'm creating. So how I can operate from a distance or that kind of stuff you are telling me?
Exactly. How you can control, how you can dim your lights, how do you have control over it? It's all about that. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah. I have put my poll on. The Manjari's number is there in the chat too. Please take down that.
When will you get started?
We are starting now in August, sir. I will share the details. Sorry?
Approximately date, what is it?
24th August it will start, sir.
Is there any fees concession for handicapped students?
You can get in touch with the sales team, sir. Manjari's number is already been put in the chat. If you could just ask her, that will be great. The sales team will help you with all that, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so very much. And I have just put the poll open. I'm requesting everybody to, if you could just, answer those questions, it would be great. So if you could just do that.
Oh, yeah, I actually asked you a question about the course outline for the Scratch and PictoBlock, please.
Yeah.
I have not got that.
Okay, I did that. I'll repeat it again for you. Yeah, sure. Just give me a minute. Meanwhile, the others, if you could just put on the poll, it would be great. So, just a minute, teachers. We will be doing introduction in Scratch. You will be learning is the introduction to coding. You will be learning block-based coding. We'll be creating a virtual tour where we keep changing the backdrops. Okay, so that's called as a virtual tour. Then we do a storytelling app like what I shared right now. That is a Frog and the Lizard story. That's a storytelling. Then we do a basic gaming. That's the maze game, how we create the maze game. We create a chatbot. We create greeting cards. Okay, so this is what we will cover. So in the greeting card, we do a lot of animations. Like for every letter, we give an animation. To every, like Santa Claus, we give an animation. For I'll share that project with you, since you're interested. So this is all we cover in the Scratch. So we do the virtual tour. Yeah, we do the virtual tour. Then we do the card. Then we do the story. Then we do the game. Okay, then we provide support for the advanced game. In PictoBlocks, what we try and cover is we give the artificial intelligence, that's the face recognition. Okay, it does the face recognition, like the celebrity recognition that it did. Then it can identify and locate objects, okay, with the use of AI. So, like for example, if there is a bus and there are people, so it identifies, okay, this is a bus, there are people here. Like for example, if it's my table, I have a cup of coffee, I have my laptop, so it will identify, this is a laptop, this is a cup of coffee here, there's a mic here, there's a mobile here. So it identifies object. Then emotional detector, which I said, if I'm sad, it gets into a sad face. If I'm happy, happy. So that's called emotion detector. So it detects your emotion. Home automation, as I mentioned, if you tell like, turn on the lights, it will turn on the lights. So we create these projects in class and it actually executes all this. Like for example, like I'm running the program now. So I will say, turn on the lights. So it's identifying my speech and the program that you have created where you have made those lamps, the lamps will turn on, right? If I say turn on the fan, so that image of fan which I have taken, that fan will move. Then if I say like, stop, turn off the fan, it will turn off the fan. So that's about the home automation with AI. So all these things are a part of your PictoBlocks. And robotics and IoT, you're clear, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So IoT is basically, we do it on the database.
Okay.
Okay. So IoT is everything that's done on the database.
Database. Okay. So when the children are supposed to develop the database, will they be also, like you want us to learn about machine learning and then get into that, or how is it?
Yes. So they will be able to. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you please share the syllabus once again? So the database that you are teaching is MS Access or maybe in Excel for IoT. You said database.
No machine learning. We will just create the database.
We just create a database.
Things speak.
Okay.
Yeah. DVS, you want me to share syllabus once again? Were you okay with it or do you want me to share again? There's a direct, I don't know. The name is DVS. I'm so sorry. I don't know the name exactly. I want to learn IoT. Very nice. We'll be providing more details. You can get in touch with our Manjari. Did you give the poll? I've still got the 50% poll. Okay. We will share all the details on mail as well as on WhatsApp. Yeah, all the details, as the sales team is saying, will be shared on WhatsApp and on email. Can I end this poll and I put the second question on? Yeah, I'm just putting the second question on. Could you please answer? Okay, I'll share it again. Okay, it's there in the Zoom, Satinder Kaur. It's there at the bottom. There are participants who are sharing their poll. And whatever information that you need, teachers, will be shared on WhatsApp and it will be shared on email. All right. So any more questions? So you all, anybody who's interested can get in touch with Manjari. Okay, her number has been shared on the WhatsApp group, on the chat. And it's also there, it was there in the presentation. Okay, perfect. Any more questions? Robotics is basically, see, now there are different levels of robotics, Hema. Generally, the children, there are children even from grade 3 upwards who are learning robotics, but they get into the very simple robotics, okay? Like, for example, you can do robotics with them using, like an origami sheets, or you can use using those foam sheets, correct? So that's something which you can start from grade 1 upwards, all right? But it's showing pre-filled first poll results. A moment. Yeah, I'll come to your question. Which age group is applicable? Hema, I'll just come to your question. So what happens is, now once you learn the basics of robotics, right? You're understanding the sensors, you're understanding, what is an Arduino Uno. There are different types of sensors. So there are sensors which come as pre-programmed. Even your IoT sensors, they come as pre-programmed. So what we do is generally, we teach them the basics. If you're teaching the primary level, then we make use of the foam sheets, you make use of the origami papers. But generally, you have to use this for the higher level kids. The robotics that you will be learning will be for the secondary section. All right, could I answer your question? Any more questions? Any more questions, teachers? So good. Thank you so very much. And I hope I have answered all your questions and look forward to get associated with you when you're interested. So we all will meet again. Thank you so much, Shajin. We all will meet again and have a good time and learn together. All right. Thank you so very much for your time. And I hope, thank you very much, Avil. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Yeah, I know it's a new understanding. I know we learned so much. That's why I said, now we need to be at par with the technology, right? Thank you, Hemal. And all the very best for the venture that you have planned for. Thank you, Hema. Thank you so very much. Thank you. The DVS had sent me a direct message. How do I help you? Can you please share the syllabus? Do you still need the syllabus, DVS? Or is it fine if the sales team can WhatsApp and email you the syllabus? I'm so sorry, I have to address you as DVS because that's what shows on your screen. So I don't know your name. Thank you, Hemal. Thank you, Meenakshi. Thank you so very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you, everyone. All right. Any questions? Any queries? Any more clarifications? Get in touch with our sales team. All your queries and questions will be answered. Anything that you require would be sent on WhatsApp and will be sent on email. Okay. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Raviz. Thanks a lot. And have a good evening. All right, all of you. Thank you so very much. So I'll end the session since there are no more questions. Okay. Thanks a lot, teachers. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.